All right, so what I want to talk about now is the importance of this sensor wire that will go to the thermostat. This is a floor sensor wire that detects the temperature of the floor while the heating system is on. It's super important you put this in the right spot so that when the floor is heating up, that it'll turn itself on and off when it's required to start heating and when it's time to shut it off, so the floor gets the right temperature that your customer desires. What we're after to do with this is this sensor wire is going to go up into the wall and up to where our thermostat is going to be set. What we're going to do is we've got a pull wire here. We're going to cut a little tiny hole in the sheetrock here that'll be behind the trim, base trim, once the base trim goes into place. But this is where we want to place the sensor wire. Super important. When you feed the sensor wire and you're laying your tile, you want this to be setting right on top of the carbonic heat bus. This is the electric bus running the length of the sheet. How this heats up is it heats from the center out to this spot there. So that'll be the last spot that gets heat. So we want to run that in. When we thin set these tiles down, we want to thin set it right to there so that when it's set, that when the floor is heating up and turning off, that will detect it and it'll shut itself off. And you run the wire back in behind the wall and then up to the thermostat, and that way when this is all thin setted in and we have our base trim over, it covers the wire. Okay, one thing to think about as we're laying this tile over the top of the heat film, you're going to be using a 1/4 inch notch trowel to set the thin set and then bed the tile into that thin set. This heat sensor wire can actually set right in that thin set, right underneath of the tile, and that's really how we recommend it. So that as this floor is heating up and the tiles start to heat up, that this sensor wire will detect the temperature of the floor. And you need to be sure that you place it right where we have it as you're installing it so that it will detect the temperature of the floor.